Hi everybody, it's Spirit Guide. Sorry. Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to be recording. I'm so happy to be back. As I stated, I went on a little journey. Divine had me on a journey. And, you know, it has been a journey. I could just tell you that. Please excuse the camera thing. You see it right there in the thing. I can't help that. Um, so I really, I've been on a journey. A journey of self discovery. I have been on a journey of growth. I've been on a journey of just a lot. And, it's not, I didn't want to. I was thrown into hermit. Okay. So, what do I mean I was thrown into hermit? So, what happens is, there's times, divine is divine in all being and knowing and everything. So, there are times, sometimes, and I don't know if it's just readers that go through it. I don't know. I know everybody goes through times of solitude, right? Hermit solitude. However, as a reader, sometimes I feel like you have more burdens, meaning because you're an empath. If you're a reader, you're an empath, right? And you're intuitive, highly intuitive. Oh yeah, new deck. There you go. Some promotion. um, so you have basically, you're given divine kind of treatment, if you will, right? Doesn't mean it's good treatment. To much given, much is expected, right? However that goes. I'm not even sure if that's the way it says, but it sounds good to me. So what begins to happen is you are tested a lot, right, by divine. You're tested, on your beliefs. You're tested on your resilience. You're tested on your compassion. You're tested on your empath skills. So when I go into hermit, or when I get the download that I'll be going into hermit soon, I start preparing, and for me, preparing for hermit is, just stopping everything and getting ready for a journey. I never know when hermit is going to hit. I never know. I just get the feeling I'm going into it. Okay. So that's basically what happens, when I prepare. And remember, one of my videos, which was actually one of my last videos before hermit, before the second hermit, I was like, I think I have to go into hermit soon. I was like, I feel there's something on me that's saying you need to go into hermit. You got to prepare for something. And I didn't know what it was, right? And I know, there's the joke, right? A tarot reader who doesn't know what's going to happen, right? So tarot readers cannot read our own futures. We can't do it. It's like divine has blocked it. We can see and help others. That's what we are actually here, and we're called to do that. However, when it comes to us and our lives, you have to go to another reader usually. And I'll explain that process in a minute. Hold on one second. Okay. So, sorry, I had to pause it for a minute. I had to get some stuff together. So, yeah. So basically, so tarot readers and oracleists and those, in the, divination world, or whatever you want to call it, our gifts do not extend to ourselves. So it's almost like divine blocks it, right? Where you can't see, you can feel, but you can't see, you can't understand what's happening around you for you. Okay? All you know is you get like a download that you need to go into hermit. You need to go into hermit. Okay? So that's why tarot readers, those in the process, whatever, we go and seek other tarot readers. So for about 2 months, that's what I've been doing. I've been in hermit, and if you notice on YouTube, I've been in people's comments, the tarot reader comments. Either asking, I always ask a test question. just to make sure we vibe together. And then if we vibe together, then, I'll ask a real question just to kind of get, to see if this is going to work, if I can actually contact them for a personal, and if I believe enough, if our skills align, right? Because not every tarot reader's skill set is going to align with the other tarot reader's skill set. Okay. Sometimes one person can be an empath, or we're all empaths, but one person's empathic skills can be, let's say, high, and another one's empathic skills are low because they're more in tune with nature, right? With the environment as opposed to the person. So you're both empaths, just different levels. So I'm a high empath, right? And a high intuitive. So if I'm sitting in front of someone who has low impact for people, but a higher empath for the environment, for animals, for nature, it's not going to work, because the two skills are not going to work. The two energies are not going to work together. If that makes sense, right? So you have to audition tarot readers. And I even suggest that for people whose gifts, we all have gifts, right? We all have intuition. We're all empaths. You just have to, well, not all of us, but you just have to figure out your level and when you awaken to it. If you've not awakened to it and you're just going through life trying to figure it out, you can go typically to anybody, because they're going to still pick up and help you. But if you are enlightened or awoken to your own skills, and you want to do a little bit more and know a little bit more, do some work on yourself, you need to start figuring out who you want to go to, right? And choose them. So that's what I was doing. Some of them I just got kind of lost in their comments, because everything was so interesting. The story and the collective conversations. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm about this community. So I spent a few weeks in that community. And so that's what I've been doing in addition to doing my inner work that I had to do. And, like I said, I had not realized how hard this hermit would hit me, So it's been 2 months, guys. It's been 2 months since I posted. I'm so sorry, but I was in hermit. That's a serious hermit, okay? And I'm glad I went into hermit. I'm glad I was able to get through the time I had to get through. And I just do believe that tarot readers and those in the spiritual realm, we are tested the most. We are given the most, right? I don't know if you remember, and I did a re-video, like the same video, I put it out again. And that's because that's the one that explained, that was a year ago, that explained, actually it was 2 years ago, explained that during that time, my mom had major surgery. She had brain surgery, and she actually wound up having 2 of them within 2 weeks. Okay. And I remember that time frame, and I watched that video, and I said, Divine had me so protected during that time that I wasn't breaking down crying. My life got thrown in a tailspin behind that, and that's no one's fault, but that's what happens when you have tragedy hit you like that. And my mom, knock on wood, she made it, she made it. And we just celebrate being mother-daughter almost every day. Conversations at a certain time in the morning, certain time in the afternoon, gossiping. It's a better, more closer relationship. And I guess it hit her because it's like I didn't have to wake up. Do you know what I'm saying? So that must have been a message for someone, because I wouldn't have shared that much information. So, so what begins to happen, at least with me, when I was in hermit this time, thank goodness nothing like that was going on. But I had major work on me. I had my own brain surgery, right? Just divinely guided, okay? I had to do some serious work on myself. And the human part of me, the failed part of me, the ego part of me right now is still fighting for what I have to do. But I'm better, so now I'm out of hermit, okay? And that's just how it goes. So it's just like, once you do that work, oh my goodness, that work was so heavy. I was like, you know what? Y'all can forget all this work. I don't care anymore. How about that? I don't care, and I will stay unawoken in this area of my life for the rest of my life Amen. And I couldn't. I had to continue doing the work. And I feel like I'm at the end of it. So I'm back. So anyway, so thank you. And that's my brief, 10-minute description. Sorry, guys, of what happened. And if you saw me in the comment section, hey, how are you? That's why I was there. Some tarot readers were really nice because they can send some there. And you'll see, like, if you watch some of them where you know I'm in the audience, before they see my name, they say, there's a tarot reader here, right? And they don't look at, they're in the middle of a reading and I come up, right? So sometimes I don't stay because it's like, oops, just threw your reading off, you know? So anyway, so yeah, so hey, co-workers, yeah. And I did choose a tarot reader that I'm going to be tapping in with, and I'm going to be going through the process of just helping myself. So I did choose the person. It is a YouTube tarot reader. There's actually two. So I have one male and one female I chose. So the male is excellent. He's awesome. And he's tapped into me on so many levels. It's great. So it's him. He'll be my primary go-to for my personal reads, for some of my work I need to do, you know. And I think if he wanted a reading for me, our spirits align where I could do it. Okay. And the other one, I chose her, but I don't know. TikTok is weird because she's a new TikTok person. I don't know if her notifications are on. I don't understand. But I chose her, but I can't find her again. So, and she and I had a great rapport. Everything was great. But right now, it's going to be the male. Okay? So, yay, I chose who I needed. All right, so let's look for you. Let's see what's going on for you. Okay? All right, and thank you so much for just sticking with me. Okay? All right. So let's continue. Divine, thank you so much. And thank you for the ability to just share with the collective, with my tribe, what's going on and how, you know, you move in people's lives, what you do. That was a message, I'm assuming, for somebody. They had to know trials don't last always. We have to focus, lock in, and we'll be okay. You know, just don't make any rash moves. Don't make any rash decisions. Just sit there and kind of go through the process. You know, if you are a woman, then activate your feminine, right? So thank you, Divine, for allowing me to go through that process, explain it, and now I'm sure I'll be able to increase gifts in that area. Okay? Thank you so much. All right, so let's continue. Oh, and just to show you, just for transparency, do you see my finger? There. It's got blue. My hand does too. Okay, I was making cookies. All right, and it's blue icing I put on it. And then see, the nails are back. You could tell I was a hermit. My nails are here. In hermit, I do nothing. Only thing I do occasionally is work. That's it. Hermit, do nothing. You sit there. Now, not everybody can do that. Some people have to go to hermit and go to work. You know, but when you do things like that, when I'm at work, and I've only been to work 2 times in the 2 months from hermit. So when I went to work, I just focused on what I needed to do. I was not social, really. I just did what I had to do. And people weren't looking to socialize with me. I guess because they saw that, you know, maybe because I was out so long. But then they also saw that I was a hermit, right? Because when I'm in hermit, it's very clear that I'm in hermit because I'm focused only on me, okay? So co-workers understand. They still love me. I love them. All right, so let's go. So I have a new tarot deck, and it's what I'm going to use now. And let's see what's going on, okay? What information do you have for the collective? What information do you have for the collective for their work week? Okay, 2 of Cups came out. Hold on. You know, I got to get my position together. And yes, I'm working on how I'm going to set up again. I'm not set up right now. This is all temporary. Everything right now is temporary. Okay, let's continue. What else is for the collective? What else is for the tribe? Okay. There's 1 and 2. Okay, that's past, present, future. Let's see. One more. Is there anything else for the collective before we begin? So someone in 2 of Cups, someone is in a relationship. There's a relationship here. Hold on. Sorry guys. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, Two of Cups. So someone's in a relationship. Okay, can be man, woman, change the genders, however you want to do it. I do see right here for the sun is a Leo, lion, right? So I do see the Leo there. The person in the relationship could be a Leo, or there could be a Leo watching, observing you. Okay, observing you. There's leadership here. There's some kind of structure that's kind of being looked at by divine, right? So Two of Cups. So this is your past energy. Okay, present energy. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. So what happens here with the Knight of Pentacles, this is a person, this is usually a male energy, masculine energy, that is moving in a decisive leadership type of way. Okay, so that person can be in the relationship. The Knight of Pentacles, when they show up, typically is the main character. Okay, so that's the main person in this relationship here. Future is Seven of Swords. Okay, so Seven of Swords. So there's major decision that has to be made here in the future. Typically, that's the Knight of Pentacles making it. Okay, when the Seven of Swords comes out and we see that the decision has to be made, it's almost like it's like the Fool for me, right? That's what it basically is for me. It's the Fool. Okay. This is someone who is using their skills to be able to manifest something, right? So this is a good card, right? So there is someone in a relationship. This is a masculine who is doing it. Knight of Pentacles is making a decision. Seven of Swords. Okay. Let's see about this relationship. The decision is about the relationship, or it could just be because the Knight of Pentacles is in the relationship. So someone is having a decision. If you're a masculine watching, that's you. Okay, if you're in a relationship, you're the one making a decision. Intuitively, I'm not getting... Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, these cards are different. This energy is different. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, that's what I thought. Strategy. So, here there's a decision that has to be made here with the Three of Pentacles, right? I mean, with the Seven of Swords. And that part of it is like understanding connection, understanding where everything goes in the relationship. It's like a masculine stepping into leadership position. Okay? Masculine stepping up into leadership position. Six of Wands. Okay? And that goes on the Knight of Pentacles. So let's talk about the Three of Pentacles with the strategy. So a masculine, it's like, if you're the masculine, you're in the Three of Pentacles energy, it's like you were just awoken, It's like you're going through relationships and you're being very free, right? But something about this relationship is calling you to take charge. It's calling you to be the man. It's calling you to lead this relationship. And if you look here at the Two of Cups, look at him, right? He's a younger male, okay? Age-wise, I don't know, but intuitively, I'm just feeling he's a younger acting male. He's a male that has been unawoken, right? So when men are not challenged, men are not given the opportunity to lead, they become very immature at times. That's just how it is. And it's like that in life. If you go to a job and they're not giving you the opportunities to grow, you become very catty, or you can become very immature, start messing with people, being very distractive to your environment because you're not growing. You're still staying in one place. That's what your masculine, if you're feminine, and feminine, masculine, if it's you, then it's your feminine. But if you're watching this read, you are the masculine. This is your read. Okay, you're the Knight of Pentacles. So if you look at this relationship, their cup is on the same level, right? That he's trying to get everybody on the same level. So good, masculine, you're giving leadership skills. Then the Three of Pentacles show up, right? That's your strategy. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. How do I get this relationship back on track, right? Six of Wands. You're going to have success, Knight of Pentacle. You're going to have success with that. Okay, you're going to lead, and the person you're leading is your feminine. She's going to follow you. Okay, so you're being called, yeah, look, on the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. I'll take it. Bottom of the deck is Hierophant. Yeah, you are being called to be a leader. Masculine, you're told to step up. Basically, the Hierophant is saying, this is your test. This is your time. You said you want to lead. Here it is, okay? We also know Hierophant can equal marriage, okay? So there may be a masculine here that's thinking about marriage. He wants to step up. That's the ultimate leadership position. Congratulations, okay? Bottom of the deck, next one is the Lovers, right? And the one after that is, oh my God, that is beautiful, right? Hierophant, Lovers, and Ace of Cups. Masculine, if you're looking to marry, and I hate to do this because, you know, hate's too strong of a word, but you know how I speak. You know, I don't like doing this because it can take a while, you know, for things to happen. My readings don't happen right away, you know, so just be careful with that one. But look, Hierophant, the Lovers, and Ace of Cups. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Masculine, if you're looking to lead into marriage, the answer is yes. Okay, so whoever it is you are asking to marry you or any kind of leadership, the answer, Divine has just told you in this reading, the answer is yes. Ace of Cups, Lovers, and the Hierophant. Yeah, go. It's a green light. Do it. Stop. I'm getting someone's hesitating. Stop hesitating. Do it. Nothing is perfect. I just heard. Nothing's perfect. Yeah, well, let that sit at the top, right? That came on the Lovers or Two of Cups. Yeah, it's your relationship. Look, and your relationship, look at this. Look at this card really close, right? This is you two, clearly, right? Came up in the Two of Cups as well. You have an angel, guardian angel, your spirit guide is looking over you, is blessing the union. That's why I'm saying that is yes. That's yes all day to any question. Yes, that's a yes. Okay, you don't know if it's meant to be. You don't know if this person's for you. The answer is yes. Divine just told you. But look at this, guys. Look at this right here. You see that? That's a face. You see it? Jawline, hair. You see it? So Divine is directly looking over this relationship. Be blessed. The answer is yes. Okay? So because the answer is going to be yes, start planning with precision. All right, Masculine, start planning with precision. Wow, that was beautiful that came out. That was gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to let that lead the reading. All right, let's continue. Anything else for the Seven of Swords? For your planning energy. Anything else? Because we already know the answer is going to be yes. Oh. Aw, Six of Cups. Yes, yes, and yes. Look, this person in your Six of Cups energy, you've known them for a while. Okay, you've known them for a while. And it's like, even though you have a younger male here and an older feminine, it doesn't have to be chronological. Remember, I started off by saying the masculine is immature, right? Has not been given leadership yet. That's what this can signify. He hasn't been given leadership, so he's been walking through life like this, offering his roses. Hey, here's my roses. Don't walk away from me, please. I'm here for you. You know, because Six of Cups talks about walking away from things that no longer serve you. Okay, walking away from how things of the past, right? Because Eight of Cups is just walking away. Six of Cups is walking away from a particular situation that no longer serves you. But in this deck, look at how it's coming across. He's still a child. He's walking away from this energy. And the person he chose, your person, masculine, because again, this is a masculine read. We have to get the masculine deck out. The person you chose has always been in this mature energy. So it's almost like she's been waiting for you. Whoever this is, your person doesn't have to be a woman. It's feminine energy I'm picking up. So your feminine energy has been waiting for you for a while. So like I said, you know this person. This is not a new person for you. It's now your time with this person. It's your time, okay? All right, let's continue. Whoa. All right, masculine, look at you. About to walk down that aisle. Right? I'm getting somebody's excited about that. All right, let's continue. What else, please? What else for this this beautiful, beautiful read? Give me some energy on this Ace of Cups. The reason I'm asking Ace of Cups is because remember, all three of these cards belong over here. But we're letting it lead because this is the beauty right here. That's the yes. Yes, 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 all day. Yes. Okay? Give me some energy on this Ace of Cups, please. Five of Pentacles, okay? All right, Ace of Cups gives me Five of Pentacles. So it's saying to me, with Five of Pentacles, it talks about being left out in the cold, okay? Which is telling me your decision to ask this person potentially to marry you, right? And doesn't have to be just marry you like tomorrow, right? But you are taking leadership position. You're stepping into your power as a masculine. You have had to leave people in the cold because of this relationship, right? And that's beautiful because that means you're stepping up to the relationship. You are leading. You're not letting people lead you, right? You are leading. You're not letting them lead you. And that's different for you, okay? That's very different for you because this masculine, whoever you are a person that you like to be a part of the crowd. You don't like to stand out from it, okay? And I'm also getting your spiritual because this is like a stained glass window, right? Which we know that's what Five of Pentacles is in tarot as well. This is like a tarot oracle deck, right? It's two put together. So it's still about religion. It's also, when I see the stained glass, it reminds me of divine leadership, right? So you're being given masculine. You're being given leadership from the divine. Divine is walking you through this entire maturity in love process. I couldn't let her go. Masculine, you found your partner. You found your person. You're not letting her go. That's not it's not I just heard it's not an option. Yeah, it's not an option. Like anyone else, you'd be like, nah, I'll catch the next one. That's kind of rude, but I heard that. I'll catch the next one. This one, you're like, nope. Bus is out of service. That might be significant. Bus is out of service. All right, let's continue. Give me some energy in the Six of Wands, please. Look who decided to show up. Was the Knight of Pentacles and then the Empress. Yes. Remember I said I can't let this bus go. Nope. Come back. This is out of service now. She coming off out of service. Yeah, Empress, right? And if you notice here, it's the only time I've seen an Empress that's not pregnant. Because in what's it called? I know it's tarot, but it's like Wild. The person who made it, Wilde, from ancient times, uses the Empress is always pregnant. Here, the Empress is not pregnant. Right? So that lets me know this Empress is older. This is an older Empress, okay? Or one that has maybe virtuous is what I want to say. Is one who's virtuous, meaning if you're watching, your Empress may be a virgin, okay? She has not had, sexual relations yet. So, because I'm seeing Empresses showing up, no pregnancy. So it's either an older feminine who can no longer have children or a feminine that has never had an experience with men sexually, okay? But she's here. Your Empress fell out on your Six of Wands, okay? Fell out on your Knight of Pentacles. So this is who the Knight of Pentacles is thinking about giving that offering to. See, it's right there, the gold. And look, she's got a glowing heart. Masculine, your Empress is waiting. And remember, universe just said answers yes. Your Empress is waiting. Go get her. She's waiting for you. Okay? All right, I just saw Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and you're waiting for her, which gives me intuitively that message of her maybe being virtuous, meaning never having had an experience with a man. With that Knight of Wands, that might be what it is too, right? She's giving some I don't know if I'm ready energy, right? Two of Swords, okay? Two of Swords. That falls out in your Six of Cups, okay? So a decision has to be made, which we already know what the answer is to the decision if you choose to make it, right? Everything here is if you choose to do so. So this is a positive reading, right? But it only is going to activate if you take the leadership that you're already starting to take. Two of Swords, there's something you can't see, of course. That's how life goes. Something you can't see, something, and I'm thinking that energy, actually, hold on. That energy lays more on the Empress. Yeah. Because she's so she may be celibate. Now I'm looking at this, get more information. Your Empress may be celibate, right? If she's an older woman. She may also have never had an experience with males, right? There are older virgins out there. There's something about this Empress that you're pausing on. You guys have not been sexually intimate. You have not been, and you've done that on purpose. That's not your way of moving, masculine. You're not like that. You kind of test drive first and then decide about a relationship. But this Empress, for some reason, you're just waiting. You're being very patient with this Empress. You're making decisions that affect you in your Ace of Cups. You're going very slowly with this Empress, and you're being very forgiving of this Empress. Okay? Because you know that you're thinking this is worth waiting for. There's something here for me. Okay, Two of Swords. The Empress you feel the Empress feels that there's something else going on. It's something she's not able to see. I see water, so of course Pisces energy. We also have, with her eyes blindfolded, I take that to be Libra energy, right? She's just waiting. She's trying to see what's going on, okay? So she's using her intuition. She's trying to understand. And this relationship I get is also very new for her. Okay. So your Empress, you know your Empress. Okay. It's very new. And both of you are kind of, so you're planning to ask her potentially a lifelong question. Doesn't have to just be marriage. Can you move in with me? Or will you move in with me? Will you relocate for me? Will you have children for me? There's a question that it's going to change both your lives. And you're trying to ask that question. And the answer from her will be yes. But you, as the leader, have to do it. She's waiting. Right? She's waiting on you. She fell out on your Knight of Pentacles. She's waiting for you. Okay, let's continue. Oh. Oh my gosh. I said she's waiting for you. She's waiting for you. King of Cups. There we go. That's going to fall out on the Six of Cups. Okay. That's going to I'm going to put that on the Two of Swords, right? She's waiting for you. She's waiting for you to make a decision because she's not sure what's there that she can't see. King of Cups fell out. Okay. So she can't see that you're here and you're matured. You changed, masculine. You changed. You changed. You went from the Knight of Pentacles to King of Cups. So in your time making this decision, preparing for this decision, doing your work, having to clear people out that no longer serve you so that your Empress can see. That's what I'm saying. You cleared people out of your life, masculine, so your Empress can come in. Because this Empress energy right here that's coming in for you, or is already here for you. Sorry, guys, it's the nails. I'm so sorry. The Empress here who's coming, the Empress here who's here and she's coming in. She's already in your energy. She is, for lack of a better word, a boss. Okay? She is a boss. She is someone that is going to require anyone who's with her to be a leader. And look at how soft and feminine she is. Okay? She has a huge heart right here, literally. There's a huge heart. It's glowing. Right? So she is waiting for you. She was waiting until you finished your work that you had to do. I get the two of you are spiritually connected. This could be a past life love. This could be, I'm not getting twin flame. This could be soulmate. Twin flame is much different, right? This King of Cups, beautiful, right? Yeah, you did the work. Yeah, you did the work. That's why you're making decisions now. Once you got people out your life that no longer served you, your Empress started to come towards you. Because again, your Empress is a boss. She's not taking it. She's not taking any nonsense. She will follow you, but she's not taking any nonsense from people, okay, that are not you. People that come in to manipulate the masculine, to harm the masculine, to do anything to her masculine, she's not having it. So you already knew, wait a minute, let me clean my side up over here, because once that feminine comes in, once that Empress comes in, she's going to start cleaning up shop. She does not like, this Empress does not like anyone messing with you, right? That's that energy with that Six of Cups with the 2 children. She doesn't like people messing with you. And she will set someone straight. Absolutely. Okay? Aw, the Fool. Right? And this goes on 6 of Cups. You're taking that chance. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You're taking that chance. Yep. That's your decision over here. Your yes. You decided to take that leap of faith. Look at the card. Oh, that's beautiful. I love the artwork. Right? Look, you're taking a leap of faith here. You don't know where this water is going to go. You don't know. Look, and even the sky is divided. You don't know, but you're doing it. You said, okay, the boat's going to come in here and I'm going to just go. Whatever happens, I'm going to just go, right? And look, divine is here, right? Spirit guide is here. Your guardian angel is here. Okay. Now, remember, I know some people are saying, why is she saying divine is a dog? I've always said on my channel that dogs in particular have a certain connection to divinity. And I don't know what it is. This is the only animal in history, in the human history, since we could understand each other, because it took us a few, thousands of BCs to understand each other. Now that we can understand each other, we have always had this wolf-like creature on Earth. No one knows where this wolf creature comes from. No one knows with this wolf creature how it got here. We really don't understand. Yeah, we know coyotes. We know wolf, right? But where do they all come from? Where are they coming from? Which animal does the coyote, that whole pack, where are they coming from? We don't know. But this animal, your spirit guide, has always been called DOG. And that's from the beginning of language. Every country knows a DOG. Okay? And we know what that spells backwards. So I'm always very, very close to dogs, because I do believe that they are parts of divine. We're all parts of divine. But I do believe that dogs, their essence is divine, is divinely given to accompany us in life. They are our shepherds. Okay? All right, let's continue. Can I have more energy on this Fool? What's going on there? What's up with the Fool? You're taking a chance, and it's beautiful, masculine. Whoever this woman is, feminine energy has rocked your world. Yeah, look. Wait, is this... cards a little... okay. Right? The Hanged Man. Yeah. Pisces. Heavy Pisces here. Yeah, masculine. I can't put it down because she's not top. She has no top on. But yeah, the Hanged Man. Yeah. Yeah. Someone's made a decision here. Yep. So yeah, masculine, go on in. Make sure you get the right sizes and stuff. Everything. Or make sure, the apartment's clean. Because, when she moves in, she going to start redecorating everything. And I always suggest just buy new furniture. Because it's going to be the classic fight over the ugly chair that nobody wanted until the feminine came in. Then all of a sudden, every family member is upset because she moved it. Okay. All right, let's see. Queen of Wands came out on the decision you made. Absolutely. Right. So with there being a Queen of Wands here, yeah, there is someone in your energy, which is the reason you had to clear it out. Yeah. You had to kind of masculine. You had to separate from a Queen of Wands. There's someone else was there trying to take that Empress spot. And, you know, that happens a lot when masculines are choosing potentially, and I don't want to scare anyone, but when they're choosing their wife, that happens a lot. That happens a lot. Where the masculine goes into his own kind of hermit, right? And in going into his own kind of hermit, he has to clear the energy around him. So, you know, that's when women go, oh, he ghosted me. Or, yeah, he had to. He had to, okay? He had to ghost you because he had to clear his energy. He had too much energy. Masculine, you were a player. You used to be a player. You hung up your player's card. You gave it in. You cashed in your player's card for this feminine, for Empress. Okay? With Queen of Wands here, she's showing up because it's like you're putting an end with the Hangman. Because remember, the Hangman can't come out because it's a little inappropriate. But when the Hangman is out here and this is falling on the Hangman, you made a decision towards the Queen, towards like ending something, right? Because you had to clear energy. We see that you're clearing energy, right? There was a Queen of Wands you had to clear. Yeah, you had to clear a Queen of Wands, okay? All right, so let's go into this. Let's get some masculine energy. So congratulations, masculine. You made a decision. Good, good, good. Yeah, I know you are scared. And you know how I know you're scared? Or you were scared, because you went from the Knight of Pentacles, right? That's that younger energy. You know how the cards go, guys. To the King of Cups. That's beautiful. And that's right. Your Empress is right in the middle. She was the motivating factor. It was her. It's almost like I'm getting energy. I can't let you go. Like, not in an obsessive way, but like, I can't let you go because you are my person. Like, you recognize the soul for whoever your Empress is that you knew before. You recognize her soul. Right? Good. Good for you. Good for you. This might be an older couple. Might be older. Older than, I'm getting 30, 25, 30. Right? Yeah. But you've known this person a while. You've known them a while. It's not new. Nope. You had to make a decision. You did. Good for you. All right. Is there any more energy in the masculine deck now? Give me some energy on this Five of Pentacles. What did you use in order for your strategy? Wow, it's been the energies are like, I don't want to do it right now. I'm sleepy. All right, let's continue. What about this masculine? Tell me what you had to do. Masculine right now with the Five of Cups is rejection, right? That's part of what the decision he had to do. Yeah. Of course you're afraid you're going to be rejected. That's okay. But this is on your queen, in the line of your Queen of Cups, or Queen of Wands. Okay? You had to reject your Queen of Wands. You had to reject her. Because you're moving towards your Empress. And that is also with that Five of Pentacles, clearing it out. Five of Pentacles, clearing out. Because yes is right here. Beautiful cards. I love this. That might be the screenshot for this video. I love it. All right, let's continue. Because we haven't gotten that combination before. Not like that. That's the Holy Trinity of yes. It's like if you came to me for a reading and I pulled 3 cards and those came out, I'd be like, okay, thank you. Reading's over. You can leave your donation at the door. Thank you so much. Or maybe we'll spend the rest of the time just cracking up, laughing at things. Because we would just be sitting there. I don't know. I might go and get you one of the... I have like bottle size stuff. Go get you a Starbucks that I have. Like, you know, bottle Starbucks. All right. So you rejected the Queen of Wands because it was lust. Yeah. So you noticed, you realized with the Empress that she is your Empress. She's your Empress. Queen of Wands, you had to reject because it was just lust. It was just lust energy, right? It wasn't energy that would sustain itself. You knew it. Okay, good for you. You're matured, you know. But yeah, the Trinity. If you came to me for a reading, I'm telling you, I'm screenshotting this. If you came to me for a reading and this came out, reading over. Look, we'd be sitting there watching TV or whatever you want to do. I'm like, all right, you paid for 40 minutes. What you want to do? Maybe I even refund you. I'll just charge you 5 minutes. I'm like, you walked in my door. There we go. That's what I'm going to charge you for. All right, so let's continue back to the reading. Yeah, you had to reject your Queen of Wands because you're looking for, you know, it's like your Empress showed you something in love that you never experienced with that Queen of Wands. And it's like once you had it, you couldn't let it go. You're like, nope, this is what I want. All right, can I have energy on the Five of Pentacles now? Can I have some energy, masculine? What are you saying about this Five of Pentacles here? See, this is what it's doing. Because I'm doing like this because this thing, the tripod thing, it's holding it up. It's kind of weird on the counter, so it's crazy. All right, here we go. You were illuminated, right? So with your Five of Pentacles, you were illuminated. When you were leaving things out, it's like you woke up once this Empress came to you. And I think I just said that with, she showed you something different that you didn't have before. Yeah. Okay, so you were illuminated. You saw life differently with this Empress. And you're like, no, I need this 24/7. All right, can I have one more, please, on King of Cups? What was part of your process, masculine, with your King of Cups there? What was part of your process? Because you matured. It's almost like you matured to your age. You know, yeah, message. So there were messages that you were getting to become the King of Cups. Like you had to do this. You were just spending too long in that Page of Cups energy. You were there too long. And this also might have been divine stepping in, saying, okay, enough. Let's go. Like, it's enough already. You've had, 45, 50 years of playing. Let's go. Yeah. And now you're proud. Yep. So a message came through, like a call, like not a phone call, but like a call to action. Yeah, that's what I want to say. A call to action came in from like divine. Like, look, I need you to get up with this. Let's go. You're a man. Let's go. And you had to grow as King of Cups. You had to. You were divinely driven. I think I said in the beginning of the reading too. It came in as a download, as a message, like a call of action. Like, come on, get it together. And now that you did it, you're very proud of yourself. You're walking in masculine strength. You're very focused. When you go back, maybe you left your Empress, I don't know. When you go back to your Empress, you're going to have very decisive energy. She's going to respond well. Okay? All right, let's get one more. Is there anything else, masculine, you want to tell us before I close out this reading? Anything else you want to tell us? This came out twice. Console. Yeah. Consoling. There you go. Console is not only right, because when I talked about the Empress, is why I put it here, really should be on the Empress. Okay? So what happened with that is, when I said the Empress, either you walked away from the Empress or your relationship went down a little bit because she saw you weren't a leader and she's looking for a leader. Okay? Console came out. Okay? Meaning it's like you're going back to her in this energy of apology. I messed up. I'm sorry. I'm here for you. You're going back to her in that energy because now you realize how much you did. Right? But you had to, because you have a decision you had to make. Right? She doesn't know that. Remember, something she didn't know. Two of Swords is there. There's something she's not getting. She doesn't know it. She doesn't know about your Queen of Wands. I'll tell you that much. And she also, because you know, that's how you know she's special to you, masculine. You kept a lot of your journey from her. Other women, things of that nature. You kept it from her, but they know about her. Okay? So yeah, you're serious about this one. Good for you. I love when love finds love. I love it. Look who came out. The Empress came out twice. Aww. I said I love it when love finds love. And look, love found us again. Let's get one more, please. You're feminine. Look, your Empress is out twice. Yeah, whoever she is, or masculine and feminine energy, they're very soft. Very soft. Very loving. They just want to love on you, but they don't play about you. Oops. They don't play about you. She had patience. Yeah. That's how you know she's your Empress. She had patience with you. I just hit the thing. Sorry. She has patience with you. She gave you patience while you worked it out. She gave you time. She hasn't gone anywhere. She's right there. Yeah. Oh, Empress came out twice. Yeah, her energy is what's drawing you into her. Because you need that softness. I just heard I need a pillow. This came out upside down, which is death of the ego. Okay? And then this is just regular ego. So I'm going to take it in death of the ego. Her softness was the death to your ego. Because you don't do this. You don't go back to women and offer an apology heartfelt. You don't do that. You're a player. Masculine, that's who you are. You're a player. The masculine that this message is for, it's a player. You turned in your player card. You cashed your chips in. You're like, nah, I'm done playing. That's it. I got caught. Bear trap. Unconditional love. This is beautiful. And I do see a baby silhouette here. Yeah. You're meant to expand. Not only, remember I said the Empress is inexperienced. Okay. She could be celibate, whatever it is. But you're meant to expand with this love. It is unconditional love. That's why she's waiting for you. It is unconditional. She will love you no matter what. It'll just be the level of access you have to her will be changed. Right? So I see a baby. This could be your child's mother. This could be a potential child coming. This could be, she could have a child already. Remember I said it's an older read. So she could have a child already. If she's a virgin, she wants children. She wants them with you. Okay? But there's potential also for the relationship to grow beyond what you know. You don't even know how much this relationship is going to, I just pulled it. You never know how much this relationship's going to grow, and Hopelessly Devoted came out. Reading's over. You two are going to be such a mess when you get together again. You're going to be a mess. You're going to be in love in such a way that other people are going to be like, I really wish y'all stopped because you're kind of making me sick. Okay, that's exactly what happens. And remember, guys, remember this right here. Remember this. The answer is yes. Right? Masculine, stop being scared. The answer is yes. Ace of Cups. Hierophant. Hierophant. That's like saying there's a wedding tomorrow. Where's Spirit Guide's invitation? That's what that's saying, right? The Hierophant. Ace of Cups. And the Lovers. The answer is yes. Masculine, please move forward with your plans, right? Two of Cups is waiting for you. I love this reading. I really do. This is the best first reading after my Hermit. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So move forward, Masculine. The answer is yes. Okay. Whatever it is you want for this feminine, whatever you want to ask her, yes. The answer is yes. Okay. Is she going to give you a hard time? Yep. Because you two have gone into separation or something. Maybe she stopped talking to you because she said you playing. Which she has every right to. And an Empress will do that. Empresses will walk away in a heartbeat because they don't have time for it. Right? Empresses are not karmics. They're not here for lessons. Empresses are here once you've learned your lesson. Right? Once you've learned your lesson, once your Seven of Swords is gone, you've learned your lesson, then Divine blesses you with the Empress. Once your lesson is learned, you've conquered life. Divine, well, not conquered life, because then it means you would be done and you would no longer be here. Once you've conquered an area of your life, right? Once you've gotten stability to an area of your life, Divine gives you the Empress. It's like saying game over. She won, game over. Okay. So yeah, so be blessed. I love it, love it, love these cards. Absolutely. You know, these are beautiful cards. I love them. Some of it I need to alter, like the Hangman. I didn't expect that one. But yeah, so the Empress is here. The answer is yes, Masculine. Move forward. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.